I'm gonna go to bed. Are you gonna be up for a little bit longer?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna leave the ceiling light on for you?
Yeah.
Alright, turn it off when you get done, okay?
Okay.
Ah! Dang it! Dang it! Clap-ons don't work worth a crap! Frickin' clap-on lights don't work worth a crap. Frickin' want my dang money back.
Babe.
Nothing turns on.
Babe. I got this. Good night.
Smart home technology really has come a long way. We basically went from clapping on to getting out our phones and then tapping on. Pretty magnificent stuff if you ask me. Well, that leads me to this exciting product I have here, which at a first glance seems entirely too simple to be all that amazing. This is the Smart Outlet from ConnectSense. The Smart Outlet retails for $80 and can be picked up on Amazon today. The direct link for the Amazon purchase and the manufacturer site can be found in the description below, so make sure you check them out. The Smart Outlet aims to bring you a one-stop connection for all of your smart home automation needs. Plus, with support for Apple Homekit devices, it really makes a simple-looking product not so simple anymore, bringing you extreme versatility and connectability to all of your smart home devices. In the box, you do get the outlet itself and 2 sheets of paper. One of those pieces of paper has the details of the limited 1-year warranty, while the other has a code which is vital for setup, so make sure you keep it and do not throw it away. The outlet features a 2.4 amp USB charging port and supports rapid charging for your phone or tablet. And despite all of this smart stuff, this is probably one of my favorite features. Just goes to show you how simple-minded I am sometimes. It is a 3-prong US plug, which the majority of homes here in the US do have this type of outlet, but older homes, however, like mine, may not have originally had a ground wire installed, so you either need to update your outlet or use a 2-prong to 3-prong adapter. Setting up this thing is as simple as reading the 3-step guide on the side of the box. However, if your eyes are hurting from reading or you're just plumb lazy, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Start by plugging the outlet into the wall outlet of your choice. You'll notice the outlet is pretty thick and definitely sticks off the wall a bit, but it's really not bad at all. Plug in the appliance or appliances into the Smart Outlet and make sure they are switched into the on position. Locate the 2 circular buttons on the right-hand side, press them to turn them on to allow power to those outlets. You'll see 2 blue LED indicators signaling the power is going into those outlets. Next up, you're going to want to download the ConnectSense app. It's a free app, so no worries on spending any more cash. Once downloaded, go ahead and launch it. You'll be prompted through a setup process involving setting up a home name and connecting to a Wi-Fi network. You will notice 5 different selection tabs at the bottom once your setup is done. Tap Devices, then tap the plus symbol in the top right corner. Your smart outlet should be recognized within a few minutes, at least it did for me. Tap on the outlet once it is recognized, and then you'll see a QR code type reader popping up asking for an 8-digit code. So go ahead and locate the card that I mentioned in the beginning that had the 8-digit code on it. Place it in front of the camera and it will immediately read it, lock on the number, and begin pairing with the Smart Outlet. It may take a few minutes, but once it's completed, that's it. You're greeted with a device setup screen once connection is complete. Here you can configure the service settings on each outlet, which is pretty much the Siri Commands more or less. I suggest leaving them the way they are, at least for me, because I don't know too much about HomeKit. You can also configure the room the outlet is located in. In my case, I'll be selecting the master bedroom since that's where I installed it. Under the device tab, you will now see your outlets and have the ability to switch them on and off. You can assign custom names to each outlet corresponding with the appliance you have plugged in, and you can also dedicate an icon to match that appliance. For instance, the default icon for me was an aquarium, but since I hooked up a lamp and it's located on my side of the bed, I renamed it to Jonathan's lamp and I will locate the lamp icon. That's it. You also have an LED brightness slider which controls how bright the LED lights are on the Smart Outlet. Tapping Identify will trigger purplish lights to go off on the Smart Outlet and it still identify the current firmware. Now it's important to note that even though the slider control does dim both of the LED lights, the outlets themselves can be operated individually. The Scene tabs allows you to create custom scenes with corresponding actions that correlate with Siri Commands through Apple HomeKit. More on this in a minute. An example is setting up the goodnight scene to trigger my lamp to turn off. Simply select the outlet or outlets you want to attach to this command and select whether you want the device to be turned on or off. If you can't remember any of these Siri commands, you can locate the Settings tab and then go under the Tips section, and it has a list of different Siri voice control commands that can be used. The Home tab allows you to set up multiple homes, rooms, zones, and service groups for even greater control over your smart home gadgets. Honestly, for a free app, the ConnectSense app packs a ton of functionality and features in it, and it can be used with or without the Smart Outlet, which is great. The last tab is the timer selection. Just like the name implies, you can set up custom timers or events to trigger the items you have plugged in, as well as your other Apple Homekit devices. Like I said, the app alone is worth at least $5 to $10 to me due to the functionality behind it. Using the app to turn on and off your devices by swiping or tapping works like a charm. There's absolutely no delay from the time you trigger it on or off to the time you get a response. In fact, I was messing around and started to turn my bedside lamps into strobe lights when it looked like a nightclub. The added functionality of the Siri commands really is the icing on the cake with this thing. Controlling the Smart Outlet with Siri works amazing, and quite frankly is one of the coolest things I have gotten to play with in a while. Simply saying good night to turn everything off, and when you wake up, simply say good morning and everything will turn back on. Freaking fantastic. In the end, there's not much to dislike about the Smart Outlet from ConnectSense. It's extremely intuitive and has an endless possibility reach given your creativity behind what devices you hook up to it. It's an excellent way to monitor your energy and save some money by not guessing if you left the lights on at your house. Links to purchase this are below, like I said, make sure you hit them up. Hope you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, sub, share, pop, lock, and drop it, and most importantly, be easy.